A very good evening, everybody. Welcome to this very first live TikTok stream. We're at Worle Station tonight, and what you're just about to see will be our first passenger train. Should be passing through any minute now. Just try my thing out a minute. I don't know if that's a better angle or not, but we'll try it. There she comes. Then. What I hoped you saw there was the that's going to Birmingham New Street from Paignton down in Devon. I tried to flip the camera around, but I don't think it's having any of it. As I say, it's my very first live stream doing it. As I say, this is my very first live stream as GWR trains. And I will try, if I can, put this live stream onto my YouTube channel. I'm not too sure if I can do it or not, but we'll find out soon enough. I'm going to try. Right, okay. We can now see the camera. You can now see the camera facing the flip direction. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. And just in the background, I don't know if you saw it or not, but the signal just changed to red. That means that Voyager, the cross-country Voyager you just saw, or hopefully saw, has just gone through Yatton Station on her way to Birmingham New Street from Paignton. The celebrity we're waiting for this evening is, I see quite a lot of people have joined. Let's see if I can try and read you all. out. Oh, here we are. We've got Train Spotter BW. Great to have you on board. Pete Petre Marabella. Hope Georgiana. Hope I got that one right. I know I haven't, but I'm really sorry. Great to have you on board. And Natalie Davis, great to have you on board as well. Janet Jordan, great to have you on board. 1564466 joined. Carlos joined. Thank everybody that's joined, basically. Of course, our main celebrity this evening, well, I say main celebrity, our regular service, the regular freight service that goes through tonight, is of course, is one I do stream more often than not, is the Imrie service, which runs from Cliff Vale in Stoke-on-Trent in Staffordshire, and she runs all the way down to Little Treviscoe in Cornwall, where she gets loaded up with clay. And I believe the northbound service from Little Treviscoe, she passes Welford in the small hours of the morning, I know that. And she does go to, and she's loaded at that point. The clay gets made down in Cornwall, gets loaded onto railway wagons throughout the week. And I believe she goes north to Clifton Vale. She goes north to Clifton Vale in the small hours. I think it's either Thursday morning or Friday morning. That's through Worle, that is. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But if you live further west of Exeter, in the Plymouth area, the Dawlish area, just round areas like that, basically, you will see. You may see her pass through during the day, but it depends on, of course, it depends on what time she is scheduled to pass through. But this is like I say, it's the very first TikTok stream. This will be the first of many, hopefully, if this all goes to plan. And this will be the first of many. Well, as I said earlier, I don't think I gave a brief description of what's happening tonight. As I say, Imrich is past. It's meant to pass through tonight. The last I saw, she was at Bristol Temple Mead Station. She was being held there because there was another cross-country service. I think it's a 1508 from Edinburgh to Plymouth. When I last checked, Imrich was in Bristol. Cross-country was just not far behind her. So she'll get, the cross-country service will get in front of Imrich. Imrich was running early, to be fair. And as a result, the Imrich service will be giving way to the cross-country service. But I believe now there's a local service from Weston. Well, it might be West, might be from Taunton actually. She's heading. Where's she heading to? I can't. She's heading to Bristol Temple Mead. Unfortunately, I can't flip over to real time because, as I say, I'm live, and my gut instinct tells me I don't think you'll be able to do a live stream and read real time at the same time. So I'll need to, find alternative tools, basically, see what I can figure out there. So we're just waiting for the... Oh, is that lights I see in the background? I think it might be, actually. I think there's some lights in there. I think there's some LEDs in the background. So I think the Hitachi service, this will be Hitachi more than likely, and a GWR IET. I'll tell a lie, it's not going to Bristol Temple Meads. It is stopping there, but it's terminating at Cardiff Central instead. And it's got on the board there, it's delayed, so as I said, I don't know what the score is, I don't know what the situation on that is. But quite a lot of people have looked on this one tonight. I think maybe I should have come down a lot earlier. But if you stayed, but later on, I will, because I was here earlier in the day, and I got a glimpse of Britain's longest train journey, the cross-country service that starts in Aberdeen, up in the north of Scotland, and she goes all the way through to Penzance in the southwest, in the West Country, in the southwest of England. I think it's a 13-hour journey. I know that because I've been on that train from start to finish, and it is worth the trip. We even went first class as well. This was this was quite a while ago. This was. It was about 5 years, good few years ago. I have to say, it was well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. So who have we got online then? Quite a fair few actually. Well, for those of you that are watching, very good evening. Great to have you on board. And we'll get some action here at my local station at Worle. As I say, don't run before you can walk, because this is my very first time doing it, so I've got no idea how this is going to pan out. I know the Paignton to Birmingham New Street service didn't go the way I wanted it to. I tried to flip the camera around in time, but for some reason it just didn't want to know. But partly because I was rushing. But oh, hello. We now have. If I can just flip you around a minute. If I go like that, we now have. If I can just flip you around a minute. If I go like that, we now have. 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 If I go like that we have a yellow signal. Now it's gone to green. Now it's gone to green, so I just that's it. So it's gone to green. So I'm guessing the one that's passing now will be the 1752 from Penzance to London Paddington. And if we look in the distance there, you can see the headlights, and there she comes. See, we'll try and get some tones from the driver. We might be lucky. You never know. I can confirm that was the 1752 from Penzance to London Paddington. That's the only one that stops. There's the only Penzance, I believe it's the only Penzance to London Paddington service that comes via this way. And through to Bristol Temple Meads. The rest of them all go via the Burke and Hants, via Newbury, Westbury, Pewsey and Castle Carey. They're the only ones. I don't know what the situation on Imries is. I know she was being held at Temple Meads. In theory, what should happen is the Voyager, the cross-country Voyager from Edinburgh to Plymouth will pass through first, or that's what tends to happen normally. And Imries usually is behind her. But for those that live on the line between Stoke-on-Trent and where did I say she terminates? Little Travisco. For those of you that live on the line between there and those two spots, you will actually see her. Another freight service which I haven't captured yet, which I've not had the chance to, unfortunately, is the Westerly oil service. I'm not sure what day she runs. She used to be hauled by a Class 60, but now it's 66 hauled as DB Shackner have stood down or retired, call it what you want, their Class 60 fleet. I'm not sure if that was the right decision that they made there. My personal opinion is they should have kept a few of them on and put them on the Pathfinder trains, on the Pathfinder tours. That's my opinion. But there you go. So we're just waiting on the signals are still red. I can't see. Oh, that's gone to yellow. There's a signal. The signal's gone to yellow at Yatton. I'll just flip you around a minute. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. There you go, you can see it's changed to yellow. I don't know if you can see it in the distance or not. I'm not sure if the lens can go out the lens can't go out very far. but it is at yellow. And get rid of that. Just a bit more a minute. Flip the camera back round. Get rid of that. Happy days. Well, it's gone to green now. So I'm just waiting. So we're just waiting to. Just saying I'm popular. For those of you that are watching, thank you all for joining, and welcome to this very first live TikTok edition. You're more than welcome, and thank you for joining me. And I hope this will be the first of many. What I might do is, the where I work, we have got a depot in Yorkshire, and it's right beside the railway line, and it is used mainly by freight, Drax Power to be precise. You can see a variety. You've mainly got on those trains class 66s, which are run by DB Cargo and GB Rail Freight. And just get out the light. Sorry about that. And class 60s as well, which is run, I believe, by GB Rail Freight. Just saying that the Cardiff service is delayed, I think it's by 17 minutes. I'm not sure, but we will see. At the moment, there's no, and unfortunately, I can't tell when she's. I can't tell where she is because sadly, I don't know how you. I need to find some other way on how to do a live stream and track where things are at the same track, where trains are at the same time. So, I see the supporters are all coming up. For those that have just joined, good evening and welcome to this very first live edition, TikTok live edition of GWR Trains. I must point out, I do have a YouTube channel as well, check that out. You may have problems getting to it though. Your best option to type in would be is the Statesman passing Worle. And there is one video in there which I made. I made that, it was either last year or the year before. First look, there was 2 Class 47s all in the thing. And where were they going? I think they were going from, it was either Paignton or Penzance, it was one of the two. And they were going up north somewhere. I can't remember where it was now. So this was about 12, 18 months ago. But yeah, if you type in the Statesman passing Worle on YouTube, you'll find that video, at least you should do. And then you'll see, and that should link into my channel. And you will then see all the other bits and pieces I put up. I put up a Midland Pullman adventure. I've been on her a few times, or a couple of times even. I will be doing a Midland Pullman adventure this year, but this time I will be going up to Scotland, Fort William to be precise, and it'll be a weekend break for the first time. But I believe she starts on the day. It's not till October. Is it October? It's either October and I think it's, yeah, I'm sure it's October. You know, she starts in Exeter, so I would have. There's some headlights in the background, LEDs. I'll flip you around in a minute. But yeah, she starts in Exeter St David's, and then she goes to Fort William on the Friday, whichever the date is. Because we're split right in the middle between Taunton and Bristol, me and my partner decided, me and my missus decided, do you know what, for what it's worth, we'll just go down to Exeter. It's only half hour down the road from Taunton, for what it's worth. A bit more longer, a bit more time, happy days. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute. I'm just going to flip you around. Get rid of that. And if I just zoom out like that, there you go. Well, what I have learnt on this camera is the zoom lens is not very good. Let's just try something out a minute. No, it is not very good. It's actually pretty poor. Oh God, I don't want that. Get lost. Don't want that. I don't know if you can see it all. You might just see the blue LEDs. That's a Hitachi service. That's going. I believe it's going to. The destination board says Weston-super-Mare. That's probably come from. That has come from London Paddington. Let's flip you around a minute because she's nowhere near the platform yet. We'll do that. As soon as she's getting to the platform, I'll turn you around. We won't do what we did with the Voyager, where we got it all badly wrong. I did do a practice run at home, and I seem to have mastered it pretty quick down there. But for some reason, well, then again, I think I was rushing anyway. To be fair, so yeah, when I first got here, the Voyager service from Birmingham, bound for Birmingham New Street from Paignton. I had to turn rather than turn the camera and turn the phone round, and hopefully you would have got a good view of it. Well, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Now, over the past few minutes or so, maybe a bit longer than that, a few other people have joined the conversation. A few other people have joined the live stream. Great to have you on board. Thanks for joining me. First of many, hopefully. The first of many live streams. It's just said in the tannoy that it's a 9-coaster train, so I'm guessing so it has come from London Paddington. And I will be, if I can find a way to get this across on YouTube, that'd be great, but I've got absolutely no idea how I'm going to do it. Right, I'm going to turn you around now because she's nearing across on YouTube. That'd be great. Yeah, the zoom on this thing is. It's not very. It's not very good. Good. But you can see the LEDs in the background. It's very blurry for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just set on night mode. I'm not sure. But here we have the arrival to the Hitachi service from London Paddington to Weston-super-Mare. I don't know what time well, I'm guessing she's from London. I'm assuming she is. Unfortunately, I can't. And we've got 800 307 on this particular shift. I would say that is from London Paddington. Here's a question for all of you. As we all know, our beloved HSTs the Intercity 125s, which served the Western region and the country for many years, was withdrawn from service along this particular stretch of the Great Western Main Line, and all that's left now is the four castles. I think there's two, maybe three sets. Oh, that's the Western train heading off. There she goes. There we are, she's away. That's 800 307 heading into Western. You can just see the grey signal in the background, which means she's changing over lines, and for the line into Weston-super-Mare. Oh, so I took the camera off there for a minute. Let's just zoom out a minute. Let's get that. Oh, thank you. There she goes. I'm going to keep you on here for a minute, and you'll see why. You will see why in the next couple of minutes. I must point out, ladies and gentlemen, there is some young kids walking across the bridge, so you may hear some offensive language, so I do apologise for that. We are live, anything can happen. And as we as the Western train goes into the Western line, there we go. That's now a green, and the reason for that, if I turn you around here, in the background is the Edinburgh to Plymouth service, cross-country service. As I say, just had a lot of screaming girls there, so you may hear, they're obviously going out for a few drinks tonight. So if you hear some offensive language, I do apologise. I've got to try and as I say, we're live, so anything can happen. I'm not staying up too late tonight. I was up since 2 o'clock this morning. So it'll be an early bath for me tonight. The signal's green down there, just waiting for the the cross-country Voyager to pass, and Imries then should be on her way behind the service, although I don't honestly, I'm not 100% sure, because I can't track on what is going on, which is a bit frustrating really. But for those of you that just joined, or have joined in the last 10 minutes or so, very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me. And welcome to this very first TikTok live stream of GWR trains. Do check out do check out my profile. I have got some clips on there. I've got various things on there, from passenger service to charter and heavy freight. And the Voyager, as you can see, is heading. She is heading closer to us. The light is getting brighter. That's the cross-country service. I think it's the 1507 service from Edinburgh to Plymouth. She's getting ever closer. And here's another question for all you viewers out there. What do you think of the Voyagers that replaced the Class 47 Mark II sets on the 125s temporarily when they first came? What do you think? Let me know. Love to hear your thoughts on it. There we go. Bit of tone from the driver there. the cross-country driver who was the cross-country signals at red. She's gone past the signal, and there she goes round. There she goes round in the corner on her way to Devon. Got a nice tone from the driver there. So the driver of that cross-country service, working the 1507 service from Edinburgh to Plymouth, shout out to you. And in the background, I'll flip you around in a minute. I'm just going to flip the camera around to there. Zoom right out, because I saw some headlights in the background. There's the signal changing to yellow. As I say, I've started off small. As the saying goes, don't run before you can walk. I suspect that's going to change to green in a minute. And the reason why it's changing to green is because I believe Imries is right behind us. She's past the Yatton Loop. I tell her she might be at the Yatton Loop. There she goes, that's a green. If I turn you around here, you can just see the LEDs in the background, which means she's on her way. And she's pretty much on time. But yes, the thing with Imries, most freight services and charter services for that matter, I'll flip you around when she's nearer to the station, don't worry, I've got my eye on her. The thing with Imries is, and most freight and charter services, they're so unpredictable. Sometimes they're early, sometimes they're late. You don't know. You just got to keep you've got to keep your eyes peeled and keep your ears to the ground. More often than not, they don't run to time. That's Imries coming now. But she's nowhere near the platform yet, so don't worry. I've got my eye on her. What you're about to see is, there you go. You can probably just see her in the background. No, that's not going to work. You can. That's better. You can probably just see her in the background there. But don't worry, I'll flip the camera around when the time's right, because she's still a little bit away yet. I make it she's not far from the M5 motorway. But don't worry, viewers. I have got my eye on her. And if you live anywhere between Stoke-on-Trent, Little Trevisco and Cornwall, this is where you will see her. Along the line, down through Stafford. She doesn't go through Birmingham Newstrom. I'm not sure what route she takes south of Stafford. I'll flip you around in a minute because she's just about to come. I'll flip you around now, actually. So I'll just zoom out on that. There you go. You can see the LED lights in the background. That is a DB Cargo Class 66. And this is our regular freight train on a Friday night. She normally hauls between 11 and 18 wagons with maybe she might have the full set tonight. We don't know. Just have to find out. But anyway, she's getting nearer to the platform, as you can probably just about make out. Try and get some tones from the driver as well. In the meantime, let's enjoy Imries passing well. like an 11 wagon set, not the full 18 tonight. The maximum wagons she pulls is 18. So you can see the flashing red light in the background, which is the tail end of the train. We'll just watch her going around the corner. There you go, she's gone past the signal. You can probably just make the flashing red light out. I will try and put this on my YouTube channel tonight. I don't know, well, maybe not tonight, but later on. Then there she goes round the corner. And that's her on the way to Cornwall to get loaded for next week. And the loaded train will go from Little Traviscoe in Cornwall right up to Clifton Vale in Stoke-on-Trent. So, I don't think much is going to be happening now between late tonight. I've looked on board to see if the Night Riviera Sleeper, sometimes we get the Night Riviera Sleeper passing Worle. She's not passing tonight, sadly. But there is clips on TikTok and YouTube of her passing through. That's the class 57 haulage, that is. And but yeah, sometimes we get the Night Riviera Sleeper passing through here. Yeah, she starts in Penzance and she goes to London Paddington throughout the night. Sometimes it goes via the Burke and Hants line. The Burke and Hants line, that's Castle Carry, Westbury, Pewsey and Newbury. Sometimes she goes via that way, and sometimes she comes via Worle and Bristol Temple Meads. It's potluck really, depending how she goes. Right. Okay. That was my debut on TikTok Live. I'm going to end it here now. As I say, I think there's nothing. I think there's nothing out. Not a lot's due to pass through later on. Well, I will do another live. So I think from what I can make out, the live one has gone really well. It's done not too bad. I'll have a proper look at how it all went when I get home. But from what I can make out, it's so many people have joined. So many people have joined, and thank you all very much appreciated. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention: the DB cargo driver with Imries tonight that passed Worle, Tones, shout out mate, thank you very much appreciated. So I'm going to end this live stream here. Thank you all for watching, thank you all for joining. I do hope you'll join me next time round. But from me, good night and goodbye.